President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi honors Egyptian women on International Women's Day, praising them for their dedication, resilience, and wisdom. Egypt's First Lady Intisar al-Sisi meets the inspirational Egyptian women to celebrate International Women's Day. A Hamas delegation meets in Cairo to discuss the ceasefire agreement and a phased detainee exchange. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Qnews, bringing you the latest updates from Egypt. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has honored the Egyptian women on International Women's Day, praising them as symbols of dedication, resilience, and wisdom. In a statement on his official Facebook page, President al-Sisi reaffirmed Egypt's commitment to supporting, empowering, and caring for women, acknowledging their pivotal role in national development. Egypt's First Lady Intisar al-Sisi has met with a group of inspirational Egyptian women to celebrate International Women's Day. She hailed their achievements across various fields, emphasizing that each embodies determination and generosity, reflecting the strength of Egyptian women. She also pledged continued support for every woman striving to achieve her dreams, ensuring a brighter future for Egypt. A Hamas delegation has met in Cairo to discuss the ceasefire agreement and a phased detainee exchange. During the talks, the delegation praised Egypt's role, particularly in opposing displacement plans, and welcomed the Arab Summit's initiative for Gaza reconstruction. Hamas called for full implementation of the agreement, the reopening of crossings, and an unrestricted flow of into Gaza. The movement also approved the formation of a community support committee to manage Gaza's affairs until Palestinian reconciliation is achieved. The United Nations Population Fund, the UNFPA in Egypt, has reaffirmed its commitment in partnership with the Egyptian government to protecting the rights of women and girls, from improving healthcare to preventing harmful practices. In a statement marking International Women's Day, the UNFPA honored Egyptian women and stressed that every woman and girl has the right to live free from violence, make informed choices, and reach their full potential. The statement concluded that when women thrive, society as a whole becomes stronger. And the Ministry of Foreign Affairs spokesperson Tamim Khalaf has said that the Arab plan for early recovery and the reconstruction of the Gaza Strip includes the removal and recycling of around 50 million tons of rubble in its first phase. Khalaf stated that the 2025-2030 Arab Plan is a detailed three-phase strategy, a 6-month early recovery phase, followed by 2 reconstruction phases. It includes major infrastructure projects such as road rebuilding, a port, solar power stations, and government centers, hospitals, and schools. "37 wounded Palestinians, accompanied by 57 companions, have arrived at Rafah crossings, part of the 36th batch of Palestinians coming from the Gaza Strip. Thousands of trucks loaded with humanitarian aid supplies piled up in the front of Rafah terminal from the Egyptian side due to Israel's rejection to allow them into the enclave. The injured Palestinians have been transported to hospitals in North Sinai and other governorates to receive treatment. The Ministry of Planning, Economic Development and International Cooperation has said allegations of the National Project for Development Decent Life amounted to nearly 350 billion Egyptian pounds. A report reviewing the progress of Egypt's presidential initiative under the Economic and Social Development Plan and Vision 2030 revealed that 18 million people are benefiting from its first phase, aimed at improving rural life and livelihoods. With a budget exceeding 350 billion pounds. The first phase targets 1,477 villages and includes around 23,000 projects addressing key infrastructure and development needs. The report assessed the initiative's implementation as of late December 2024. And Egypt has secured the second place after solar energy rankings with 707 megawatts of installed capacity by the end of 2024. And according to data from the Solar Energy Industry Association in Africa, solar power projects in Africa are set to reach a total capacity of 40 gigawatts in 2024, with Egypt and South Africa accounting for a significant portion of the continent's clean energy investments. Egypt alone to 78% of Africa's total solar energy, alongside South Africa. The Minister of Tourism and Antiquities, Sharif Fathi, has described the Grand Egyptian Museum as a world-class cultural landmark offering an exceptional experience for visitors. Fathi said the museum, the largest globally of a single civilization, will display artifacts from different periods of ancient Egyptian history. It will also feature the complete treasures of King Tutankhamun and the Khufu Solar Boat Museum. Fathi also stated that Egypt recorded 15.8 million tourists in 2024, a new high despite regional challenges, thus reflecting global confidence in Egypt's security and stability. And Egyptair has announced that it will cancel several flights between Cairo and German cities on Monday as German airports are bracing for a 24-hour strike. The national flag carrier announced cancelling flights MS 785, 786 from Cairo to Frankfurt and back, MS 787, 788 from Cairo to Munich and back, and MS 731, 732 from Cairo to Berlin and back. Egyptair urged customers booked on these flights to review their reservations by contacting the Egyptair call center for assistance. The German trade union Verdi demands a monthly increase of 8% in wages, or at least €350. The Central Agency for the Public Mobilization and Statistics has stated Saturday that the female population in Egypt represents 48.6% of the country's 107.3 million people, accounting for 52.2 million. According to the statement, the gender ratio in the country is 106 males for every 100 females. Is nearly identical to the previous year, when women accounted for 51.4 million out of 105.9 million people as of the 1st of January 2024. Preliminary data from the 2024 Labor Force Survey stated that women's participation in the workforce stood at a 16.9% compared to 70.8% for men. And that brings us to the end of our news bulletin, and here's what we have been covering. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi honors Egyptian women on International Women's Day, praising them for their dedication, resilience, and wisdom. Egypt's First Lady Intisar al-Sisi meets the International Hamas discussed the ceasefire agreement and a phased detainee exchange. And that's all for now, and remember to stay updated by following Qnews for the latest developments.